It's Pete from Jeep Homesteading. I'm in the woods today and I am working on the Sugar Shack. Every year I hold off, and then the weather's miserable to work on it. So this year I said I'm going to do it just a little bit earlier. The reason being is a few years ago I put the tin on the roof and I haven't really finished it. I haven't put a ridge cap on it and I haven't closed in around the chimney. I want to get that closed in before my rafters and everything starts rotting. So we're going to close that in, and if I have any time after that, we're going to start putting barn board around the upper house, around the front and the side. So let's go. So this is what we're going to start with, and we're going to start screwing down the top part of the roof a little bit better. When you're working alone, I really like trying to anchor the ladder like that. You know, it slips out, you're down. No one will find you for a few hours anyways. I'm going to make a rough measurement of the length of the roof, and we're going to make a cap for it. That's 13 of my feet. I wish I had better tin snips than these. They're a relic from the past. Okay, so you're gonna pin this. So there you go, we got one chunk of ridge cap. Bent. Okay, so that wasn't so bad. It actually came out pretty good. Now we're going to get up there and we're going to try to install it. I really did a horrible job getting that tin up there. Like, that's not anywhere close to lining up to that one. I'm just going to have to do my best to make it look as good as I can. Whew, I gotta get rid of some of these leaves. Probably go for a good slip. Wow, ooh, those leaves are slippery. We gotta get them off. Man. One thing I can say is leaves are very slippery. I'm going to fasten with a long nail into this bracket, and then we'll try to get them sealed up better than that after that. This roof is no joke. It's actually pretty steep and pretty high. You will notice that they're not roofing nails. I'm trying to go through the cap right into the rafters. Hopefully next summer I'll go around with some tar when it's nice and hot out and try to seal the rest of it. You know, this is an ongoing project. It'll have to be more sealed than it was last year. So we're just gonna continue working on it slowly. One more piece of ridge cap and then the whole ridge cap's on. It's not gonna line up very nice because, I don't know, it's kind of hard when you're sitting on the roof to actually see the direction of the peak of the roof because there isn't much straight on this whole sugar shack for sure. The two pieces don't perfectly line up. Hopefully my centerpiece will give some continuity to it at all. You know, some people will say, why don't you just go out and buy a ridge cap for it? And realistically, the amount of time I use my sugar shack is maybe 3 days, 4 days in the year. And I just don't find it worth it to go out and pay a whole bunch of money for it. But this shack didn't cost me much and I can use it every year and I'm not gone into debt because you can't make money at maple syrup, really. I'm gonna show you the ridge cap and please don't judge me. I still gotta come back with some tar and plug up some holes for sure, so I'll show you. It is far from perfect, for sure. But you know what? It has to be better than what was there. And I have to come back with tar and plug some holes, but the issue is that it's not going to get hot enough really to put tar on the roof. So it's going to be like this till next year when I'll come and I'll tar everything, and I'll probably go and actually break down and buy some screws and just screw down the whole roof really solid and tar it up. So the upper part is as far done as I'm going to do this year. So we're going to start around the chimney. So there is a Canadian bush in the fall. It's absolutely beautiful. Most of our leaves fell. There's the old tree house. It is absolutely a beautiful day. Okay, so now I have to try to plug this hole. I don't know how well this is gonna come out, but we're gonna do our best. Okay, so somehow I have to cut a round hole in this piece of tin. So I'm gonna go up and we're gonna make a few measurements and I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna do it. There's 2 dimensions you need to know. One is 8.5 inches, so that's how high I need that to be. How many inches to the center of that rib, which is about 20, which is about 20 and a half. We're gonna get a drum and set it 8.5, and then to the center of that rib to here should be 20 and a half. So the whole thing has to move this way. Okay, so center, 20, still gotta go. 20 and a half, I'd say that's right. So then I'm gonna go like this. This is what happens when you leave a drum full of water and it freezes. It's kind of like hydraulic pressure. It gets caught, it freezes, and the water expands, and there's no room for it to go, and then all of a sudden it just keeps slowly pushing the bottom of the drum out. Okay, so that drum, I use it for my fire, to put out my fire or anything I need. So I probably should get another one so it'll actually sit flat and maybe drain it next time. Let's see if I measured this right. Okay, so let's see if it fits. Wow. Let's get the leaves out from underneath there. So I was off measuring here, but I might just nail it next to it. But it fits. I think I can make it fit pretty decent for sure. So we'll start nailing this in. Do you think I got long enough nails? I got a whole whack of these at a garage sale for really cheap, so you're gonna see me using these for almost everything. Okay, so now our ridge cap. Okay, so it doesn't look too bad. I'm gonna have to get some tar and fill in some gaps. I'm just gonna throw one more. I'm gonna get another piece of the ridge here, and I have installed all the ridge caps. It's on the whole Sugar Shack. It only took 2 years. Well, maybe 3. I don't know. I've got to look back in the videos. I knew I had to do it because it was going to end up rotting my rafters. That's just one of those things, you know, it has a chance to dry out, so it's not going to rot out. And you use it and it works good, and you don't, you know, it's not, this is not fun. You know, doing this part of a building is not fun. Doing all the little extras, because you look at it and you don't see a huge move forward in it. It's just a lot of tedious work. So I've got this done. If the weather holds out and it gets really warm, I'll try to tar it. But otherwise, I'm going to wait till next year, and hopefully in the summer we can come back and just tar the roof pretty quickly, because in the hot weather it'll set nice. If I do it now, it's going to be like a big globby mess trying to get it to actually spread. So I'm going to go down and get a few more pieces of tin, and we should almost be done this part of the project anyways. There is progress. I am no roofer, so just don't judge too much. That's definitely going to stop some snow from coming up the peak. This one is all in, and that's going to stop the most of the snow anyways. And I have it nice and tight around the chimney. It's cut really nice. The only place that I do need to cover is there's a little bit of a gap here that didn't come out nice. And I'm gonna have to put another piece of tin to cover up that corner of the Sugar Shack. Because for some reason when I started this roof, I put it on an angle. I didn't put it straight. So you know what? It's just the way she goes. So when I put this tin, I put it straight. So I just got to put another piece of tin in line with this one, all the way down, and cover that corner of the building. So there you go. I got what I wanted done, accomplished. I brought a whole bunch of boards, so I thought I could maybe board in the side, but I'm running out of time. And really, you know what? You don't want to work your life away. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to enjoy the rest of the day. And just do a little bit of relaxing, you know. Sometimes you have to do that. So that's about enough. You have a good one.